Reviewing Doing It For Me by Larry June. Larry June's career is one that most rappers wish they could have. It's something I would compare to others like Juicy J or 2 Chainz, where you have an initial blow up followed by a lull, then you find a way to turn back up and become more popular than you ever were. Larry has done this spanning from the initial wave of SoundCloud and found a way to become more lit than ever over the past few years, where I personally tuned back in during the Spaceships on the Blade album and I loved last year's The Great Escape. Now, this year's Doing It For Me is another great installment in his velvety smooth discography. Larry June's music reminds me a lot of Currency and early Cushion OJ era Wiz, a duo and time that has a very close place to my heart. And like Currency, his albums are pretty easily described as cool and extravagant player raps over laid back, smooth instrumentals. I am in love with the beats on this record, and as a lover of samples and real instrumentation, Larry comes with plenty of that on this project. Specifically, Stinson Beat stands out to me as a departure from the standard spitting, as Larry does a rendition of R&B-ish funky singing, something that you might hear on a soundtrack to a movie about pimping like The Mac. Extremely groovy. I also really loved Three Piece and Imported Couches as they fit in that same vibe. Wasn't the biggest fan of departures from that sound like on Like a Mac or Where I'm Going, but someone is sure to like those records or feel like the album could use a bit more versatility. But for me, I like the smooth, rich pimpin' theme to carry out through the whole album. Overall, I think this project was cool. Not too many tracks I can see myself bumping on the daily, mainly due to how slow and groovy most of these records are. I feel like I have to be in a specific mood to want to play those tracks, maybe like on a weekend morning when I'm not too busy and I'm just chilling. But as a body of work, I recognize it as good. Scoring Larry June's Doing It For Me a 7 out of 10. What did you think? What would you rate it? Sound off in the comments. See you in the next one. Peace.